Have you ever wondered why you felt instantly drawn to someone even when you couldn't explain why? Not because they were the most attractive, not because they said something extraordinary, but because something about them pulled you in. Attraction is one of the most misunderstood forces in human psychology, because most people believe it is about looks, beauty, confidence, money, or status. Yet if attraction truly worked that way, everyone would fall for the same type of person, but they don't, and that alone tells us something deeper is happening beneath the surface, because attraction is not a conscious choice. It is a subconscious reaction that begins long before logic gets involved, and the human brain decides whether it feels drawn to someone in just a few seconds, sometimes even faster, based not on perfection but on emotional signals like facial expressions, tone of voice, posture, energy, and presence, which is why you can feel pulled towards someone who hasn't said anything special and lose interest in someone who looks flawless but feels emotionally distant, because the brain is constantly asking one simple question: how does this person make me feel? And that feeling becomes the foundation of attraction. Since people do not fall in love with people themselves, but with the emotions they experience around them, meaning attraction grows when someone makes you feel relaxed, understood, valued, safe, or alive, and fades when someone makes you feel judged, anxious, ignored, or pressured, which is why emotional association is so powerful, because the brain links people to feelings, and feelings are addictive. So when someone listens deeply, respects your emotions, laughs with you, or accepts you without trying to change you, your brain begins to associate that person with comfort and pleasure. And over time, that emotional connection transforms into attraction, even if it wasn't there at first. And this is also why eye contact plays such a massive role in attraction, because calm, intentional eye contact signals attention, confidence, presence, and emotional openness, and studies show that holding eye contact slightly longer than normal activates dopamine, the chemical responsible for interest and desire, which explains why a brief moment of eye contact can feel intense, personal, and unforgettable, as if someone truly sees you, and being seen is one of the deepest human needs, making eye contact a silent but powerful psychological trigger. Just as familiarity is another hidden force that shapes attraction, because the brain prefers what feels known and safe. A phenomenon known as the mere exposure effect, where repeated exposure to a person increases liking over time, which is why attraction often grows slowly, and why people are drawn to those who remind them of someone they once trusted or felt safe with, even if they cannot consciously explain it, because the brain associates familiarity with security, and security feels attractive, especially in a world filled with uncertainty, and this leads directly into the concept of emotional safety, which is perhaps the most underrated yet powerful element of attraction, because while confidence may capture attention, emotional safety creates attachment, and emotional safety is the feeling that you can be yourself without fear of judgment, that you can speak freely without being mocked or dismissed, that you don't need to perform or impress to be accepted, and when someone creates that space for you, your nervous system relaxes, defenses lower, and emotional bonds deepen, which is why good listeners often become incredibly attractive over time, because listening makes people feel important, and feeling important creates connection, and connection fuels attraction, and alongside emotional safety, similarity also plays a subtle role through a psychological process known as mirroring, where people unconsciously match each other's body language, tone, pace, or emotional energy, and when this happens, the brain interprets it as understanding and alignment, creating a sense of closeness and trust, not because it is manipulation, but because humans naturally mirror those they feel connected to, and that connection strengthens attraction without either person realizing it, just as mystery also fuels attraction by keeping the brain curious, because when everything is revealed too quickly, interest fades. But when there is depth, unpredictability, and layers to discover, the brain stays engaged, not because of games but because curiosity is wired into human nature, and attraction grows when the mind wants to know more, explore more, and understand more, which is why not being obvious, not oversharing instantly, and allowing space for discovery can increase attraction naturally. Yet attraction is not permanent and can fade when emotional safety disappears, when curiosity turns into boredom, when respect is lost, or when effort stops, because attraction is not static but dynamic, growing and shrinking based on emotional connection, presence, and mutual investment. And the biggest truth about attraction is that it is not about being flawless, beautiful, or extraordinary, but about creating emotional experiences, because long after looks fade and words are forgotten, people remember how you made them feel, and that is why attraction does not begin in the eyes but in the mind. And once you understand this, you realize that you do not need to become someone else to be attractive. You only need to be emotionally present, aware, and capable of making others feel seen, safe, and valued, because in the end, attraction is simply psychology quietly doing its work beneath the surface.